But anyways, let's move on to the
Titans.
Tennessee Titans, the best team in this division last year, and a very solid team overall. Start with Derrick Henry. Is Derrick Henry being overdrafted at RB3 with his lack of passing game involvement?
Are you silly?
Are you
No.
silly?
That back-to-back rushing championship makes up for all the lack
And an
of,
extra game now?
receptions.
He
Yes.
has
That man would
35.
rather catch bodies than catch footballs
might-
on the field.
The last 2 years, he has 35 total touchdowns. 2
Yeah.
years, 35
And that's-
touchdowns.
And now he has an extra game. He
And
might
an
hit
extra game.
He might hit 3K yards. I think the addition of Julio Jones helps his case.
3K? What's he gonna get 1,000 in a game?
If he's playing us. Well, you guys.
Yeah. You guys.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's being overdrafted very slightly. I'd take him as like RB5.
Who are you taking over him?
I'm taking Kamara over him, taking Dalvin Cook over him, taking McCaffrey over him. And then if Saquon's confirmed healthy, I'd take Saquon over him.
I think you're pushing it with Saquon, but
Yeah.
Saquon is
Kamara, I wouldn't be mad at.
I think of 3 is just very slightly too high, but I still like Derrick Henry. Obviously, he's a monster. I don't know if he gets 2K yards again, but obviously he has an extra game, so he could get there again. So I wouldn't be shocked. But
I
Derrick
hope he
Henry
finds
is
you
gonna
and
be
he
involved.
stiff arms you right
Dude.
to the pavement.
He would
Why?
send Sean like 10 feet at least.
Chokes.
I'm not even hating. I'm not even saying like, oh my god, he's RB10, bro. All right.
You're
Anyways, the next question: are you targeting Ryan Tannehill more now since they added Julio Jones?
Oh,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is the sky blue?
He finished
was-
quarterback 8 without him,
Yeah, with Julio.
Right.
Without him.
and with a 2,000-yard rusher.
Yeah, I don't think this will be like the Brown situation where they ended up picking up OBJ and they can't make him and Jarvis Landry work. I think these are two top 8 guys. Julio's a top 3 wide receiver in real life. But they know their role. I think they're just gonna complement each other perfectly. And yeah, Tannehill, he's gonna Jesus.
Eat. He's
Matt
going
knows
to
about Tannehill.
eat.
Yeah.
Bringing it up.
Yeah, I like Tannehill as well. Definitely targeting him more now. I think I have him at QB 10, but obviously he has top 7, even top 5 upside.
He has
with
all the
the
upside
weapons
in
he
the
has
world.
now. Last question here before we get into some cap or no cap. Does Julio Jones help or hurt AJ Brown's value in Tennessee?
I'm curious to hear your guys' answers.
I was going to ask you guys a couple questions.
All right, I'll start it off then. Or unless Q, you want to go.
I just have a quick, like a slight comparison. You can compare them to like Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, where they don't really hurt each other. They both put up respectable numbers when they're both playing the same game. They both can get 20 plus in the same game. So I think that could be something relatable to that, but better because they're both better than Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods.
I would argue it ends up being like a wash for his value. Where I was drafting AJ Brown was because of his like target share. And I thought he was going to get a very healthy target share, especially with Corey Davis gone. But now that they traded for Julio Jones, I think that obviously takes down some of his target share. Julio's going to eat up a lot of that, but I think it makes it a lot easier for him to get open now. So I think the targets he's going to get are going to be super easy catchable balls because Julio might still see the double teams on this team just because he's still one of arguably the best wide receiver in the game.
No.
So,
The best.
all right,
No.
one of the best.
The best.
Arguably, I don't believe it, but it's arguable. But either way, I think it kind of levels itself out with just more healthy targets rather than as much volume as I thought he was going to see.
I agree with that. I don't think it really hurts or helps him necessarily.
Yeah,
I think they
so
both
it's
like
leveled
it evens out. It evens out.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'll take AJ Brown from last year. This year, he still was a monster.
So good.
So solid. Cap or no cap, Julio Jones is being severely underdrafted as wide receiver 13, 39th overall in the 4th round.
Severely.
Cap.
Top 5 wide receiver in football.
Cap.
You're getting a steal if you get him. Wide receiver 13.
I would say he's being drafted like right around where he should be. I would put him in like that 10 to 12 range though. I would bump him up a little bit.
Q,
but
where
I
do
would-
you? Sorry, I'm really curious to know where Q has both of them finishing at the end of the season.
Like, is this something that I should have written down, or are you asking?
No,
for my
like
opinion?
at the end of this
No,
season
at the top
coming
of
up.
the dome.
At the end of the season coming up, where does AJ Brown finish and where does Julio finish? Both
Uh,
top 10?
No, one's top 12, both of them. AJ Brown, I would think ahead of Julio inside the top 10. Like
Okay.
Julio 12 maybe, the lowest.
With also a top 3 running back.
Yeah.
That's
not-
fine.
I
That's
think
fair.
And this offense
Honestly-
complements itself so well.
That's not the worst take either. Their defense lost some pieces, so I
I
don't know
think-
how good that defense is.
I
gonna
think
be.
he'll finish over Mike Evans and Amari Cooper for some.
Who, Julio?
Yeah.
I got Julio
maybe.
14, I think, right behind Mike
I don't
Evans.
hate it, but I don't agree with it.
That's fine.
I like both of them for sure as low end wide receiver 1, high end wide receiver 2s.
I just think AJ Brown's the wide receiver 1 on the team,
Yeah, I
I have
agree
him
with
ranked
that.
higher also.
Definitely
I
agree with
agree.
that.
and I think Derrick Henry's the second option on the team, not passing wise, but
He's the first option.
well, okay, you know what? Okay, he is the first option, but I think Julio's like 3.
With two potential. Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I guess not because AJ Brown would be 2.
Maybe if
whatever.
AJ Brown misses a couple of games,
See, but Julio's gonna miss games, so that's why he's not gonna
they
be
both
1 or
might
2.
miss some games.
Let's hope they don't.
I hope
Who's
they
next
don't.
in line?
Let's hope they're all healthy this year.
Yeah.
Rooting for a big, healthy football season after COVID last year.
Yes, please.
All right. Cap or no cap, Anthony Ferkser should be considered a top 15 tight end.
No, Tebow should.
Oh
Cat.
my God. What is wrong with you?
That's a
So-
big cat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bro.
it helps him that Johnny's gone, but like all those other targets are going to be going to Julio. Like,
Who's touching the ball besides them 3?
right.
Yeah, he's the fourth
I
option,
mean,
of course. Maybe fifth.
No one's touching the ball on that team.
Johnny
besides
Smith
them.
might as well have been gone last year with the way he was playing, and Ferguson still
it
didn't do
was
anything.
rough. Yeah.
First year only had like under 400 yards last year with 1 touchdown.
Yeah, I think they all came in one game too.
He had a pretty big game. I got him at 20. So, no, I don't think he should be considered a top 15 tight end.
Hell no.
But I do think if you need a second tight end in the late in your draft, he's worth a flyer. He might catch a touchdown every other week or whatever on this team because they're going to be locking up AJ Brown, Derrick Henry, and Julio.
Yeah,
You
maybe
can't
he
lock
finds
him
holes
all
in the
down,
middle of
dude.
the
You
field.
can't.
Zone like this. All right. Last cap or no cap. Ryan Tannehill should be considered a top 10 quarterback no matter what.
No cap.
Yeah, no cap.
No cap. Easy no cap.
I hate to say it, but
No cap as well. I got him at
guy's
10.
good at what he does, and when you put weapons around him like he has, it makes him even better.
Yeah, I got him at 10. He
Way
could
to
easily
stay
squeak in
technical.
with the top 5. Got to stay technical. I got to stay true to myself. Can't go against myself. Can't have takes going
course
against
not.
my ranks.
You got your chakra right,
Yeah, got to keep
whatever
whatever
that means.
What
whatever
does
that means. I don't know. All right, Q, hit us with your bold take / favorite target.
All right, so I believe Derrick Henry has a guaranteed top 3 finish. The only 2 people that are going to probably finish over him are Christian McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook. My reasons for the other guys that may have been in front of him or behind him, Kamara, the new quarterback, who knows who the quarterback is. Regardless, he's going to take a big drop off in his receiving game, so I don't think he's going to be top 3. Jonathan Taylor has to prove himself in an offense now with the new quarterback, and he's still pretty young. And Aaron Jones, maybe without Aaron Rodgers.
He
And
will be without Aaron Rodgers.
those are the guys who were behind him, not counting Dalvin Cook. So Dalvin Cook's guaranteed top 3. I don't know about anything pushing that because I like Christian McCaffrey a lot more and Dalvin Cook as long as he's healthy. But yeah, 3 at least.
I like it. Respect it. All right, T-Gods.
All right.
Oh,
Um,
wait.
I was gonna piggy right back.
Let
off
Matt
of
piggyback
Q.
off first.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
I'll
go Derrick Henry, back to back 2,000-yard seasons.
But wouldn't it be back to back to back?
No.
No, he
you
didn't have
didn't
2,000 twice.
He was
Oh.
a rushing back-to-back rushing champ.
So
No
that'd be back to
NFL
back to
player
back.
in the history of the league has rushed for 2,000 yards twice, and Derrick Henry will be the first to do it in back-to-back seasons. That
With the
addition of
extra game.
Julio, yeah, especially with the extra game, and then they added Julio on the other side of AJ, so the middle of that field might be wide open sometimes, and we know D-Hen to be good for like at least 2 or 3 75-yard touchdowns this season.
Yeah, at least two 200-yard games.
Yeah, so I mean, if he's versing the Bill, is it the Bills that he always gets like 250 yards or something against?
Bills or the Jaguars, I think.
Yeah, he just eats them alive. So I would not count out back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons from that man.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Last year, he
And
did
their
it.
O-line is the same. I think they only switched out like a right tackle.
Last year, he had 3 200-yard games. 2 of them against Houston. 1 was against Jacksonville.
Yeah, Houston and Jacksonville. Those are the teams.
Makes sense.
those are the
The
two.
Bills, I think he just threw Josh Norman into
Yeah.
another dimension.
He had
Like I said, he'd
178.
rather catch bodies than catch balls.
He had
out on the field.
178 on the Colts.
Ooh, they had a good run D.
Best
And
defense in the league.
133 on the Ravens, and then
Okay.
other like
That's what you call
insane.
matchup proof.
Those are fake numbers.
Yeah, he's a video game
numbers.
character that you create.
I'll go last, Sean.
All right. T-Gods will go last. So I will go next. Talk about wide receivers. AJ Brown and Julio Jones, I think they both finished as top 10 wide receivers. Not sure how bold this is since both of them are obviously elite, but I think their defense obviously took a bit of a blow. They'll have to throw a bit more this season. They have obviously 2 of the most elite pass catchers in the game. And if teams are still going to be stacking the boxes against Derrick Henry, like Matt said, in some cases, whatever the defense decides to take, you're going to have to pick one or the other. You're going to take out Derrick
You're
Henry
gonna
or you're
get
going to take
killed
out the
either
passing
way.
game. So AJ and Julio are both going to see a ton of volume because obviously, like I mentioned already, defense isn't going to be that great. So they're going to have to score a ton in games. So grab at least one of them if you can in your drafts. I like them both to finish in the top 10 as my bold.
Would you
pick.
draft both
Yes,
of them if
sir.
you could?
Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Probably. I don't like doing that because there are games where one guy goes off, the other guy falls asleep. I had Michael Thomas and Brandon Cooks on the Saints
That's different.
a while ago.
Yeah,
Brandon
it's
Cooks
not
was considered
AJ
the better receiver
Julio.
at that time because Michael Thomas was a rookie. But either way, it is tough to have the same player. But I mean, they're both going to be elite. They're both going to put up numbers, so I wouldn't be against it. If they both finish
I
in the
wouldn't
top
hate
10.
it
Are
either.
you going to be sad about having 2 top 10 wide receivers just because they're on the same team? Hell no.
Eh.
Absolutely not.
All right, T-Gods, finish us off. I like this bold take.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
So, we heard you guys talk about AJ Brown, Julio. They're gonna go off. Derrick Henry, you guys have talked about him. He's gonna go off. We know Taney's good. He's safe. You don't gotta worry about him.
rock solid.
So I see no reason not to believe that the Titans are gonna be the Super Bowl champs. They're going to win the chip. I'm telling you, their offense is crazy, and they know what.
Go ahead.
They know that their defense was bad last year. They're aware of that. They're working on it. They're going to fix it. They signed Janoris Jenkins, Bud Dupree, and Danico Autry, and they drafted a cornerback in the first round. They know their problem. They're going to fix it. They were 1 game away from making it to the Super Bowl last year. I have no
You
reason
mean
to think.
losing to Tom Brady?
Yeah, hold on. But I'm just saying they were 1 game away. And I don't think that their team steps back at all. I think they're only going up. I have no reason to think that they won't at least make it.
Kind of sounds like the NFL's Nets.
Yeah,
But
I like it.
they're
But we saw what happened there.
1 game away. Well, 1 inch
One
from KD's
toenail.
foot. I just can't see the Titans in the Super Bowl. That they do have
It's
a team.
so ugly.
They have a team that could go to the Super Bowl for sure.
Mike
Definitely.
Vrabel is going to have to cut off his wiener if that happens. So
God,
Why would he do that?
was that a bet?
yeah, he made it. He said it on a podcast.
I feel
He
like
said,
I heard that. I did feel like I
It was
heard
a
that.
couple years ago. He said I'd cut off my my penis if we win the Super Bowl or make it to the Super Bowl.
Why? Why?
He said my wife doesn't do much anymore anyway.
Oh, that's a bad
Or
joke.
something like that.
Damn.
Yo, it was funny. So if they make it, it's gonna be some interesting stuff going on for Mikey V.
Super Bowl
Mikey
champs.
Vagina.
What the
Whoa,
hell?
whoa, whoa!
All right.
Did I say a bad word?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
we do have one more question from a viewer at Ryan Daniels 14, former
Who the
host
fuck
of
is
the
this guy?
podcast for one episode.
Former.
He was the host.
No, former co-host, I guess you could say. He asked Jonathan Taylor or Derrick Henry for redraft, and then Jonathan Taylor or Derrick Henry for dynasty. Which one we prefer in each format?
I think you got to easily go D-Hen for redraft.
Mm-hmm.
Dynasty, it's a little bit tougher because D-Hen is getting towards the older side. I think he just turned 27 this year.
Turns 28 this year, I
JT.
think.
I
Later.
think his birthday's in January.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. He's 27. He turned 27 in January.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's
At
22.
the very end of the
Yeah,
season.
he's a
not
young
20.
bull. Like he would be our young bull.
His birthday's in January.
Yeah.
But for Dynasty, I think I would have to go JT.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just for that long run.
He's 22.
Yeah.
Younger
I would
than
agree.
us.
I would agree with both. Derrick Henry for redraft, Jonathan Taylor for dynasty.
Yes,
Yeah.